So we started off today in Hilchos Tzitzis, and let me share a thought with you, a thought that to me has tremendous appeal. There are two different mitzvahs that regard our dress. A person needs to put on tefillin, and he needs to put on tzitzis. So a very fundamental question, why is tefillin a chiyuv and tzitzis is not? Tzitzis is defined as a mitzvah kiyumis. If you don't wear a beged of dalat kanfis, you don't need to put on tzitzis. Depends on you. So why is mitzvah tefillin imposed on us and mitzvah tzitzis is not? My feeling is this. On one hand, we find in Chazal, Kol Yisrael b'nei Malachim. We are royalty. We are children of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rabbi Shimon says in various different sources in Shas, Kol Yisrael b'nei Malachim. But we are also servants and slaves. And in Kedushin Lamed Hey, we find the Machlokes Rameir and Rabbi Yehuda. When are we defined as bonim and when as avodim? But we are both bonim and avodim. Tefillin indicates malchus. Keser malchus al roishoi. V'ra'u kol amei oretz ki shem Hashem nikro lecho v'yoru memeko ele tefillin sheberoish. Very basic halacha, ovel b'yom rishon potem en tefillin. Because by tefillin, the pasuk says, Pe'erchu chavish olecho. That's your pe'er, that's your beauty, that's your crown of glory. And an ofel is be'efer, not be'pe'er. Pe'er tachas efer. So, tefillin comes to remind us that we are royalty, we are b'nei malachim. Regarding tzitzis, the Gemara says in Menachos Mem Gimel Amud Beis, tzitzis is a chosim shel tit, and Tosfos explains on the spot, it's a beged of avdus. Kodesh Baruch Hu imposes malchus on us. He does not want to impose avdus. Kodesh Baruch Hu very much prefers that we opt to avdus out of our free will, out of free choice. And therefore tefillin is a chiyuv, tzitzis is not. So I told this story 1,000 times, and I heard it many years ago from the Lev Simcha, the Rebbe of Gur. He heard the story from his great father, the Imrei Emes. So the Imrei Emes related and told the story. Once this Vasemis, in his Tish and Sukkah says, when you say Onu Hashem and Hallel, you could achieve the greatest heights. And the Imrei Emes told his children, there was a machlokes, an argument between Ziknei Hasidim, the elders of the Hasidus. Does he mean Onu Hashem Oshianu, or maybe Onu Hashem Atzlichanu? But the Imrei Emes said, I understood that he means neither Onu Hashem Oshianu nor Onu Hashem Atzlichanu, but rather Onu Hashem ki ani avdecho, ani avdecho ben amosecho. Ad kan divrei Arav. So that's the story I heard from the Lev Simcha. And let me share with you my interpretation, my understanding of this story. So what is the difference between Onu Hashem Mashiach and Onu Hashem Hatzlichano on one hand, and Onu Hashem Ki Ani Avdecha? Onu Hashem Mashiach, Onu Hashem Hatzlichano is Aleph Nun Aleph. That's a plea. That's a bakosha. Please, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, help. Please give us success. Give us salvation. Ono is Aleph Nun Hey. Onu Hashem Kani Avdecha. That is an expression of gratitude, of thanks. Twice in Rambam do we find the expression Simcha Yesera. Twice and only twice in the entirety of Mishnah Torah. The end of Hilchos Lulav, the Rambam writes, Afar pi shekol hamoyed mitzvah l'smoich b'hem, b'yamei achag oiso shom simcha yisero. All the Yomim Tovim we have a mitzvah. V'somachtu b'chagecha v'hisu ach sameach. But Sukkot there was special simcha. So we find in the Rambam, Chag Sukkot there was more simcha than any other Yom Tov. Perek Gimel of Hilchos Chanukah, when the Rambam teaches us the dinam of Hallel, the Rambam writes, Ein oimrim halal b'Rosh Hashanah v'Yom Kippurim lefi she'ein elu yomim shel simcha yisero, elu yomim shel yiro v'fachad. So we say halal metoch simcha yisera, and Sukkot has simcha yisera. So let's just think of it a moment. Stands a Jew, kiflayim b'simcha yisera. Simcha yisera metoch simcha yisera. Halal Sukkot. And he says, thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Thank me for what? Ki ani avdecha. You let me serve. What did you say? Yes. Thank you for having me as an Eved. Thank you for letting me serve. That is Simchas Avdus. All the other people of the world are working the fields. Heviyanu hamelach hadorov no gilu v'nismachu boi. We are the melechs, the king's private servants. What a schus. And that is Simcha Yisera. Simchas Avdus is the greatest madrege Jew could ever aspire to and achieve. I quoted the Gemara in Kedushin Lamed. When are we defined as bonim and when as avodim? Bisman shoyis and atzon shemokum kriya bonim. So did you ever ask the question, why is Moshe Rabbeinu defined in the entirety of Torah as Moshe as an Eved? And why not as a Ben? Vayom Hashem Moshe, Eved Hashem. Lo ikein, Avdi Moshe. Madua lo yoreisem ledaber, ba'avdi beMoshe. Throughout history, slaves never savored and enjoyed slavery. They always tried to escape. They always tried to run away. And that was a struggle slave owners always had. And not only individuals, millions of people died for democracy, for their freedom. Very rare in history that slaves chose slavery out of their free will and free choice. It is only once in the story of the world that an entire nation opted for Avdus, and that is Bnei Yisrael Kishegdimu Nasa Lenishma. So Moshe Rabbeinu, yes, was an Eved, but he was an Eved out of free choice, and that is greater than being a Ben. So Shabbos in the morning, in our tefillah we say, Yismach Moshe b'matnas chelkoi, ki Eved ne'emon karas aloi. Moshe was a paragon of Simchas U'avdus. And when a person has Simchas U'avdus, he goes all the way back to Har Sinai, Hegdimu Nasa Lenishma. And that is my feeling, why the Sfasem is said, when we say Anu Hashem, we could achieve the greatest heights. He didn't mean Anu Hashem Etzichano or Anu Hashem Etzlichano, but Anu Hashem Ki Ani Avdecha. That is an expression of Simchas U'avdus. And when we have Simchas U'avdus, we connect to Moshe Rabbeinu. We connect to Mamed Har Sinai and to Ovis Avuseinu that were Magdim Nasa Lenishma. And maybe that is why Tefillin is a chiyuv, tzitzis is not. Tzitzis is a choisim sheltit, a beged shel avdus, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu prefers. I demand the malchus, but I hope that you will choose avdus as well. Yes, mitzvah tzitzis is a greater mitzvah than mitzvah tefillin. By tzitzis we find shkula mitzvah tzitzis, can I get kol mitzvah shebetoyre? We do not find a similar mamar lagabe tefillin. And the Bis Yosef, Simachofein Shulchan Aruch Chaim explains, why do we put on a talis and only then tefillin? Because tzitzis is todir and tzitzis is mekudesh Yosef et tefillin. As a cheftzah, tefillin have more kedusha than tzitzis. Tefillin are tashmisha kedusha. Tzitzis is only tashmisha mitzvah. But as a mitzvah, mitzvah tzitzis is more important and greater than mitzvah tefillin. V'yafal pikein, tefillin is a chiyuv and tzitzis is not. HaKadosh Baruch Hu imposes malchus on us. Kol Yisrael b'nei malachim. This is your heritage. You are royalty. But tzitzis, HaKadosh Baruch Hu very much prefers, I want you to choose tzitzis. Because avdus is only beautiful, is only sublime when it comes out of free choice and free will. We should always be zeicha to be avdei Hashem metoich simcha. And I always try to teach my talmidim, my chaverim, a God-fearing Jew should be the happiest person in the world. A home of Bnei Torah should be the happiest home in the world. A Jewish from society should be the most just, the most fair, and the most happy society in the world, because we are zeicha to be Avdei Hashem. And out of the billions of people walking this planet, it is only the chosen few that have the zchus to be Avdei Hashem. Lo merubchem, ki atem hama'at mikol ho'amim. So let us be happy and let us rejoice and let us thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ono Hashem, ki ani avdecha. We should be zecha b'kol b'yameinu to the great simcha of Bias Goel Sedek, Binyan Beis HaMikdash, v'simchas oilam al risham v'maheru v'yomenu amen.